Good morning, guys. All right, so I feel like I need to start calling this like bathroom chat or something like that, or real talk, or bathroom real talk. I don't know. But anyways, I always do my best thinking in the morning. I do my best sort of like brainstorming when I'm showering and I'm getting dressed and when I'm listening to my personal development. And I was like, you know what? Before I walk out of the bathroom, before I go on and do life, I'm gonna share with you something that has been on my mind. So I was listening to a Gary Vaynerchuk YouTube video this morning, and he talked about success, and he always talks about that like mid-30 something. Good morning, Adela. He always talks about that like mid-30 something, like those people that are in their late 20s and mid-30s, and sort of that process that we're going through of trying to find what we're passionate about, building our business, kind of like establishing ourselves in the working world and just coming into our own. And he talks about this, how to like, we're all like obsessed with being successful, and we're obsessed with like getting to the end goal, and we follow people on social media. We follow sports teams, we follow celebrities, we follow these people that have achieved this incredible success, and we're like these groupies, right? And he says like, it's not about the end result, it's about the grind. And we're so obsessed with the success that we forget that we need to fall in love with the grind. Like, fall in love with the process of grind, because you'll never get to the success if you don't know how to grind. And I think about that kind of stuff, right? And maybe if you work in a company that like has end of the month deadlines, right? So today's the last day of the month, and everybody's trying to like reach their goals and check off the boxes. And you know, there is like two groups of people. There is a group of people that will literally say like, okay, it's the end of the month and I have this goal and I haven't reached my goal yet, and I am not stopping until I get there. And they will like clear their schedule. It doesn't matter if they're having a Friday happy hour at their house. They're like, look, I didn't reach my goal yet. I'm gonna have to reschedule for tomorrow. I'm not gonna give up until I get there, right? And they'll do it. Now, you have the second set of people, and they'll say to themselves, oh, I didn't reach the goal, but I have these plans, and maybe I'm not worthy of success, and oh my gosh, like I can't cancel these plans, and okay, I'll just push it to next month. Like, okay, September will be better. I'll get it together next month, right? And so there's these two kinds of people. The people that make excuses, the people that are like, God, this is so hard. See, this is why I don't like this job, because there's deadlines, there's quotas, there's things I have to do. And you know what? I don't want to be restricted by somebody else defining what my success needs to be. That's bullshit. You're just literally making an excuse because you don't want to do the work. Or you spent all of August pissing around and not focusing on the vital behaviors of your business, and you didn't reach your goal. And now here you are on a Friday trying to make your goals happen, and now you're like, I don't want to give up. I don't want to make sacrifices. Ugh, this is just too hard, right? And look, I get it. There are going to be times in life where life happens and there's a catastrophe, or there is something that is like you have no choice and you can't reach the goal because it's out of your control. But you have to look at life sometimes and say what's in my control and what's out of my control. And I have to stop looking for the easy button, because there are way too many of us that are out there searching for the easy button. And when I was thinking about this whole concept of falling in love with the grind, there's just not that many people that love the grind. There are not that many people that say, I understand that my journey to success isn't about the end result, but it's about who I am becoming in the process. It's about all the ups and the downs and the hardships and the setbacks and the failures. Like, I embrace that because I know it's making me into a great leader, a great mentor, a great mom, a great wife. It's refining who I am. All right, my last point in all of this is, you know, I was on this kind of tangent with my BFF, Gary Vee, right? And then my friend Christina Delgado pops up on my feed this morning, and she talks about this influencer term that people are now using everywhere, right? And I was like, I get it. It's like the new term. Everybody wants to be an online influencer. Everybody wants to be a product rep and get paid to promote products and have these great styled photos. And everybody thinks it's gonna be easy. And I was like, here we are. Again, we're focused on success. We've changed the terminology. We've made it sound more enticing. But guess what? It doesn't matter if I call it coach. It doesn't matter if I call it distributor. It doesn't matter if I call it teacher. It is still the same thing. It is work. Influencer might sound pretty, but don't you dare think that when you sign up to be an influencer that you don't still need to build a brand, that you still don't need to gain authentic following, that you don't have to learn how to tell your story on social media, and that you don't have to learn to use hashtags and build relationships and follow up with people and have your own authentic experience. Like, it's still the same. It is still the same. It is still work. We can disguise it with a different name. We can slap a pretty title on it. We can refurbish it and call it the new and improved version. But bottom line is this: it doesn't matter who you are or what business you're in or what shiny object that somebody is promising you. Building a business, whether it's online or brick and mortar, is going to be work. That's just the bottom line, and I can't sugarcoat it. I love what I do. Genuinely love what I do, but it drives me crazy when people jump from this company to this company to this company looking for the easy button because somebody promised them something wrapped in a pretty bow and said it's gonna be easy to make more money here. And at the end of the day, when you like put everything together, it's not any different. It's not any different. Maybe it's front loaded here and it's back end loaded there, and the opportunity's new here and it's been around for a while there. Still the same exact thing. Business is business, and the way to get there is still gonna be the same. So what do we learn from today, my friends? We're not looking for an easy button. We understand that it is work, no matter what company, but we have to love what we do. We've got to be passionate about what we represent. We can't be a successful influencer, distributor, coach, whatever, right? Rep, if we don't believe in what we're doing. Belief. Then the last thing is you have to fall in love with the process of the grind. The grind. And there's no way around it. There's nobody out there, no successful entrepreneur or top earner in any company is gonna tell you it was easy. And if they are lying to you because they worked hard and they made sacrifices along the way. They just love what they do. That is the difference, right? That's the defining difference. I don't love what I do every day, but I believe in what I'm doing and I love the mission behind it. All right, so we fall in love with the grind. And if today is the last day of the month in your company, then you show yourself, nobody else. You don't owe anybody else any kind of validation except for you. So what is it gonna mean for you today to say, I am going to, I always say this, draw a line in the sand, but what is it gonna mean for you to draw a line in the sand and establish that you have the grit in order to have the grace and the goal? All right, hope that this was helpful. My friends, have a great Friday, and I want to cheer you all on when you reach your goal. I will see you guys later.